We all know that life is uncertain at any age, starting from the time we are born. And even though no parent should ever have to bury their child, unfortunately it does happen, which is why you must always have some sort of protection on your children and grandchildren as well. Losing any loved one is hard enough as it is, but losing your own child feels like the end of the world, and the last thing you should ever have to worry about is how you are going to pay for all of their end-of-life expenses. In this video, we are going to review the different options available for covering children under the age of 18 so you will have a better understanding as to which option will best fit your particular situation and needs. Children can be covered one of two ways. They can either be added as a rider to another policy, or they can have a permanent whole life policy of their own. A child rider is an add-on to a parent, grandparent, or legal guardian's life insurance policy that pays out a death benefit if the child were to pass away. Child riders have very little underwriting, are the most cost-effective way of covering a minor child, and can be added to your policy for just a few extra dollars. How child riders are structured vary from company to company, but most children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, stepchildren, and legally adopted children can be added to your policy without any limit to the number of children you can add, as long as they are older than 14 days and less than 18 years, with coverage amounts ranging from $1,000 to $25,000. Most insurers require that a child rider be added when you initially buy your policy, but some companies will allow children to be added after a life insurance policy is already in force. A child rider is temporary coverage that usually remains in effect up to the age of 25. However, most child riders can be converted into a permanent policy and up to 5 times the face amount, regardless of the child's current or past medical history, prior to the rider expiration. If you are wanting to lock in low childhood rates that will never increase, or invest for your child into a policy that provides cash value that will grow over time as your child gets older, then a children's whole life policy might be a more suitable option for what you are looking for. These permanent plans of insurance generally range from $1,000 to $50,000 in coverage, and locks in for the lifetime of the policy. The most affordable plan of permanent insurance for your child is the straight whole life policy, where premiums are locked in and payable for life. However, one of the attractive reasons for getting a permanent policy started for your child are the policies that can be paid up after 10 or 20 years for a slightly higher cost. What this means is that after 10 or 20 years, there are no more payments to be made. But, instead of the policy terminating, these type of policies will cover the insured child the full death benefit amount for the remainder of their life. So basically, it's a life insurance policy that's paid in full. With the cash value savings component permanent policies offer, as these funds continue to build and grow over the years, it could fund items like your child's college education, or to help purchase their first home. Just remember that before the plan is ever used for its cash value, you need to make sure it is the right decision for you at that time. Using the cash value can affect your plan in several ways, like reducing the value of your plan, have tax implications, and could possibly cause your premiums to increase. If you don't already have adequate life insurance coverage on yourself, purchasing a whole life policy for your child or grandchild may not be the best option. To conclude, child riders are the most cost-effective way to get your children coverage today. And even though they are temporary, most child riders offer the flexibility of converting to a permanent plan of insurance at a later time, without evidence of insurability. Child whole life plans allow premiums to be locked in at the lowest rates possible, with plans that can be paid up after a certain period of time, and a cash savings component that can be utilized later in your child's life. To get a policy started for your children or grandchildren, call us today or go ahead and schedule a no-obligation, no-hassle appointment to speak to one of our team of advisors. We look forward to serving your needs and speaking with you soon.